And the New York Giants. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is TJ Logan to return it. Touchdown, Washington! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
The first down throw here for Rivers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On play action, Rivers. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. K1 Short. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And a Davis man, that's Edelman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Cluster. Wait. Good.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, Rocket. Hey, Delta. Behind.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And his first look is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Ready? You ready? Hey, easy. 5-5. Okay.
Breeze will try again on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling, go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
I like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Wider.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set. Ground 80.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Rivers now on 2nd down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. You know, a week ago was one of the best defensive performances I've ever seen. He had 5 sacks. Here we go again.
He's the type of player that'll keep an offensive staff up all week trying to figure out how to slow him down. But at some point, they just have to take account of themselves and say, I've got to get bodies in front of him so he doesn't disrupt our offense totally.
12. Be hot. Baby hot.
3rd and long for Rivers. Wide open, Julian Edelman. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside with one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Sammy. My mate. 6 down. My 4.
A first carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
11.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Throw to the right, taken in by Barrios. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Hey, easy. One day. Hey, two. Level.
Breeze now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 6.
5-4. 95-56. 5-8.
They'll run with Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
Kill. 5-4.
They'll give it to Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up third and goal. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Caught left side by Funchess. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
White. Hey, left. Keep it skinny. Ready.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
0-2, 0-2. 95-56, 95-56.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go. Ready. 90. Under.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Hey, easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Ready. Yellow lady. Over. Got it. Check.
They pitch it to Chubb. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ready. Yellow lady.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Pernell McPhee in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. With it is Jackson. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Q. Hey. 12.
Rivers on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Twelve. Hey, go orange.
2nd down, Rivers. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
White!
From the gun, Rivers. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Now it's Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Extra point try now for Crosby. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. To the right side, and he's got more complete. A very solid gain of 27.
Right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. He got 29 yards that time.
5. 11.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. 2nd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team, We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. On second down, Rivers again. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
White! White!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this will complete right side to Funchess. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Rivers now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jackson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hurry up!
Play fake. Rivers going for the deep ball. He's got him in. Complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are in for 6. Now Crosby for the point after. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 5. Crosby on now to kick it away. With it on the return is Logan. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. A toss play to Chubb. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready. You ready? Easy. Over. Ready for check.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense. And that's their first of this 2nd half. Well, it's a Gruden family trait to be aggressive, and Jay's going to go for 2 here.
Hey, you got 3 down. Let it. One shot.
Here's Breeze to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2D run teams, in this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were off. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the takeover here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Rivers, the attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
0.
Rivers now from the 50. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job,
play.
buddy. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
12.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Jackson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On On 1st and 10, Rivers. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
To throw on 2nd down, Rivers. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Ready? 14. 12. Ready, attack.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Ready. Ready.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Ready. 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 21. 21. 21. 12. 12.
On 1st down, Breeze dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Ready. Ready. 36. 36. 5-8. 5-8. 1-8. 11.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Kill.
Now Breeze. And this is caught. He hits more. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
12. 21. 11.
Breeze now on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
21. Get set. 95-56. 95-56. 21. Ready, attack.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the 1st half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Hey, two. Over.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Gostkowski now out to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, this is Jackson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity, usually goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Rivers now on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On 3rd down, that's Jackson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run again with Jackson. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now Rivers. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Julian Edelman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
21. Easy, kill. On one. 95, 56.
They begin this drive with Chubb. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Washington. Nick Chubb, 75 yards. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. 95 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Easy.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
95-56.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Easy. Ready. Go lady. Go down. 5-5.
And again, it's Chubb. Touchdown, Washington. Nick Chubb, 69 yards. And the Redskins are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
And now out come the Giants. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
380! 12.
Back to throw. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Easy. 3 down. Ready. You waiting? Kill. Sit. Watch the sit. 0-2. Over. 8 seconds.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
You waiting?
To throw is Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. Breeze to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the carry is Chubb. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Did you expect anything less from Stephen Gostkowski? This guy, he's a machine out there, Charles.
Even in the clutch, the bigger the situation, the more likely that it goes right down the middle. And I think he just bailed his guys out in the end, yet again.
Jackson now to return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think about it.
It's caught at the 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Redskins, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.